Welcome to this demo on how Pebblo can help solve, or rather enable a common use case for safe GenAI application behavior. In our earlier videos, we shared how Pebblo, using its safe loader and safe retriever, can help enterprises honor and enforce their existing document authorization and user identities in their RAG application without any complex or custom code. Instead, you can achieve this using simple enhancements using well-known frameworks like LangChain and LlamaIndex. In this session, we want to highlight the solution for safe GenAI apps is not always blocking or saying the dreaded I cannot answer or I don't know. Instead, we believe the solution should enable different constituents to reap the benefits of GenAI within the confines of their authorization limits. Here is an example. As you can see, the internal team members like management and finance want to use the GenAI apps for detailed insights about the company, including a BU-wise split of the revenue. The LLM should respond with the most accurate information based on the documents accessible by this user. Now imagine an intern or a contractor trying to know more about the company's financial using that prompt on the same GenAI RAG application. The response should still be relevant, but at the same time doesn't provide the detailed information that this user doesn't have access to. Let's see this in action using a Pebblo demo. We are going to ingest documents from the Google Drive with different authorizations into the quadrant vector database with Pebblo Safe Loader enabled. And with the Safe Retriever enabled RAG application, we can try the prompts related to detailed revenue forecast and headcount reduction plans as different users and see the response. As usual, we start with data. Here we have a Google Drive with different documents intended for different types of users. There are some internal confidential documents, and there are some internal potentially publicly available but still accessible only for the internal employees type of documents that are there. And we're going to now load this into this quadrant vector database. Let's start the ingestion. Okay, the documents are downloaded and they are chunked and they're kind of loaded into the vector database. Let's briefly see that. Yes, here is a new collection, and you can see these snippets got ingested into vector database. Now let's move to the next step. And now let's see how all this comes through in a Pebblo Safe Retrieval enabled GenAI application. Starting a Streamlit application, and we will now log in as one of the user. In this case, let's pick a user that has access to these confidential information, something that's available only for internal employees. Here we are logging in as an engineering user. Let's try a prompt that asks about the revenue forecast and also asks for a specific portion from a contribution from a business unit. Let's see how the RAG application responds. As you can see, the application responds not only just the total revenue forecast, it also gives the specific information, the contribution from a specific business unit in this company. Now let's try the same prompt as a different user. Again, in this case, we'll try to pick a user that is not as privileged as the internal facing user. Perhaps it's an intern, and in this case, let's use a sales team member, and let's try the same prompt. And as you can see, it's a sales user, it has a different set of privileges. And let's try the same prompt here. And as you can see, the revenue forecast is still provided and still it's useful, but a BU level visibility is not provided to this user. And this is how you can differentiate different types of users while still providing valuable information for different user types, while also not revealing the things that you typically don't want to reveal for a type of users. Now let's try another prompt that is related to HR. Here let's again continue to use the same sales user group and try to ask an HR question. So we're going to ask a question related to the announced headcount reduction plan, but with also some business unit level breakdown of a specific headcount reduction plans within a business unit, which is typically an internal information. As you can see, the total headcount reduction related plans which are publicly announced is available for the sales team, but the specific business unit related information is not available. Right? While this is still a useful information for sales for various purposes, it doesn't still reveal the ones that they are not supposed to know or see. Now let's try the same prompt, now this time as an HR user. As you can see, now you're logged in as an HR user. Let's try the same prompt around headcount reduction and specifics about a business unit breakdown. As you can see here, the headcount reduction of the total company and also a specific number that's currently under plan for business units within the company is also provided for an HR user. And this is how you can use a same RAG application for different set of users in your company and still provide valuable information while adhering to the corporate existing data authorization information that you currently have in place for rest of your systems. Also kind of follow through in the generative AI RAG application paradigm. Thanks for watching the demo. For more information, you can reach daxa.ai/Pebblo.